Hi, my name is Tata, and this is the School of Awareness. And today I got all nicely dressed up in pretty colors with a nice bow in my hair and everything because I want to talk about magic. This journey that we're all on, thinking about all this finder, seeker, watcher, all this stuff can get very heady. And I want you to remember the magic of it. And for me, magic starts with ritual. Now, why is that? Probably because I'm Catholic, and probably because I grew up, we were five girls, and it was like ducklings going to church behind my mother, and we, it was the body and blood of Christ. And then at another point, I found out that I was Jewish. So that was interesting. But then that brought me to all the rituals of Judaism. And then I went to the rituals of Buddhism. And then finally at the end, I ended up in the Bon. And the Bon, as I've talked about before, are the original, I can't even call them Buddhists really, but the original shaman of Tibet. And because they were shaman, and they still are, they really believe in ritual. So I want to tell you a funny story. There was a time in my life when I was going from Christianity into Buddhism. My focus, the focus of my flashlight was changing, is the only way I can put it. I was on a Zen retreat in the desert somewhere in New Mexico. And my teacher said to me, "What form of Buddhism do you practice?" And honestly, I just really didn't know. And I said, Bon. And he said, "Ah, the sorcerers of Tibet." Now, I love that because I love magic and I love mystery and I love all the space in between the magic and the mystery. And the ritual is important. The size of your space is not important because where we enter is this inner chamber of light that's infinite. So it doesn't matter whether you're in a big space or a little space, anywhere you can go, that is a quiet time for you, and you are going to practice. I ask you to do the ritual. Now, for me, the ritual is usually a candle, incense, and water. Now, there are specific reasons for that, but the candle is because it reminds me of impermanence and that it comes from the bees, and when the smoke rises, it rises into the air. The incense is important to me because in the Bon, we are wind horses. We ride on the winds of the smoke of these rituals, and we are made of the wind. And then when we go to the water, it reminds me of the purity of this time and this space and the beauty of love, because that's what we're creating in this space. You're loving yourself and you're loving others. When I do this ritual, my mind now knows that if it smells incense or it sees candle or sees a light, it knows it's about to enter into the presence. It sits, but it's been trained to sit, and it's been trained to sit for years. It's like the gardener in the garden picking the weeds. So my mind knows now, like, it's almost like, I don't know, training a dog. You teach it to sit, to lie, and that's what you do. And that's what you do when you abide in this space. But anyway, my mind now knows that if it smells that, or if it sees a flick or something like that, it knows it's entering the presence, and it gets very quiet. And the reason it gets quiet is because it knows now that its master is this space. It is not the master of the space. The space is its master. So we sit in ritual. It doesn't matter if your space is big or small. And if you don't have any of those things, you probably have water. Just take a bowl of water and put it here. If you have incense, put it there. If you have a candle, great. So now we're going to go into this space, and I'm just going to walk you through it. This is what I do. When I travel, I take these things with me, and no matter if I'm going to sit for 1 minute or I'm going to sit for 3 days, they come with me, they start the ritual, they allow me to have fresh eyes each time. Each time we come into this space, it's a new time. It's not like the last time. It's this precious moment of love and grace. And that's why we create the ritual and the magic of this space. And when you get to know it, it is super cool. It is super trippy. But just for now, just let's feel the space around you, and then let's do this ritual together. So we feel the space, and we light the candle. Okay, the candle is lit, and the candle reminds us of the impermanence. The incense is lit, and the smoke from the incense reminds us that we are the wind on which the wind horse rides and is also made. And then we have the water, and we flick the water. For me, I remember the mother of the Bon, whose name is Sipijano. And there's a beautiful tradition of the water ceremony with her. But it reminds me of just experiencing this present moment together. Each time new, each time sacred. Just breathe in the space that surrounds you. Effortless, effortless. Just allow that space to be. If mind comes in, just gently remind it, like it's a child, to go to its blanket. And we rest here and we honor this moment of the collective breath and the collective space of love and God. And we honor each day as a new day, as a new moment, as a new practice. And these rituals and this magic, once you learn to abide in this space, oh my goodness, it gets very trippy. So now we open our eyes and we're here and we never went anywhere, but it seems like we created a new space. Just try that in your practice each day. I hope you're doing it each day. I'm going to be a nag about this, even for 2 minutes, even for 1 minute. Just do it. And with that abiding, you will find your magic through the awareness. And I love you, and I love being here with you, and I'm grateful to you. And if you like this channel, subscribe. If you don't, that's okay too. There's lots of us out there. Amen.